Hello everyone, this is Elijah from Mandarin and Miles, and I have a very special post for you today about my 10-hour overnight journey to the Matsu Islands on the new Taima ferry. The ferry left from Keelung in northeastern Taiwan to Nangan Island, about 7 miles off the coast of mainland China. Now, without further delay, here is my experience on the new Taima ferry. Alright, this is a very special blog post today. So this is Elijah from Mandarin and Miles. You haven't seen my picture already, you see me now. Today I'm doing the new Taima Star, I think is how you pronounce it. But that's the ferry to the Matsu Islands. So I'm going to do it in video format because, I don't know, why not? It seems like the kind of thing you want to record on video, right? But I'm in Songshan Station here in Taipei. Yeah, I'm gonna meet my friend. A little bit of rush, so I'll catch you guys in a second. Now, with my sushi dinner in hand, I was ready to take a local train from Songshan Station in Taipei to Keelung, just an hour away in northeastern Taiwan. Now, you can either take a reserved train or a normal local train, and since there's little difference between the two for such a short trip, I'd say to just take the local. You can have sometimes less seats, but it's not very busy at the time you'll be taking the train if you want to catch the ferry. All you have to do to buy a ticket is to arrive at the station and buy with cash or credit card. They take most major credit cards at their kiosks. Just make sure that you know that you can't buy them in advance. Now, the new Taima, as the name suggests, is a newly constructed ship only being built in the past few years. In terms of her schedule, she leaves just before 10 p.m. from the harbor to head to the Matsu Islands. You're going to probably want to try to arrive around 8 p.m. as the boarding process begins swiftly at 9. It's important to note that there will be a document check and a security screening area similar to what you might expect at a domestic airport in Taiwan. So make sure you bring your passport if you're planning on traveling to these islands and you're not a legal resident of Taiwan. For this 10-hour journey, you can choose from one of 4 classes of travel, and if you want to know what I paid, stick around to the end. We paid for premium or business class that had a cabin that featured 4 beds, 2 for us and 2 that were shared with another group. As you can see, there's a seating area in our room featuring air conditioning, a television on the wall that didn't work because Wi-Fi wasn't available out at sea, a sink for brushing your teeth, and quite a cute living arrangement, if I do say so myself. After settling into our room and putting my travel backpack in the cabinet, I took a walk around the ship. Inside, the new Taima has a shared bathroom in the hall for passengers and rooms, a gallery where you can order food, and a public seating area. You can find the open-air bunk bed economy seats on other levels. I also found the super budget section. Can you imagine the poor people in those seats trying to sleep for 10 hours? Alright, so we've made it on the ferry. Looks really quite lovely. Oh yeah, there's the skyline. I gave that a little earlier, but I'm super excited to kind of share this experience. As I said, I'm not in a rush now, so yeah, I just came out of Chinese class, just finished my quiz. It's really pretty out here. I'm looking forward to sharing the whole Matsu trip on the blog, www.mandarinandmiles.com, or on the Substack. Both will be linked down there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this sort of tour of the new Taima Star, and hopefully you can consider traveling on it yourself. If you're adventurous, there's a plane that goes and takes like an hour and a half, so and it's about the same price. Well, if you're traveling in a room like I am. Anyways, yeah. With that, we were making our final preparations to depart Keelung. On my walk to the galley to get some more food, I caught a glimpse of that first-class door. I can only imagine what waited behind it because I thought our room was nice enough. According to the website, it's a double bed, but it's incredibly hard to book as they sell out immediately. Now on the rear deck with the Taiwanese interpretation of pasta and an excellent can of Taiwan beer, we watched as the ship departed on time. Fun fact, we shared our bench with a likely drunk man, but hey, at least he was offering free chicken wings. A hard-working tugboat pushed us out into the harbor as the ship began to speed up. As we passed all the docked cargo ships, I couldn't help but be reminded of how much Taiwan relies on imports, particularly for its energy sector. Green lights on our right indicated that we were leaving the harbor. After leaving, though, the wind began to pick up and the boat began to rock ever slightly as I looked down and saw some of the sea swells. But I was filled with excitement and a sense of adventure for the trip ahead. 10 hours on a ferry! I mean, hey, seeing the magnificent lights of the tea houses in the hillside town of Jiufeng put me at ease, even as it began to get thrown around, ever so slightly on the deck. Once we were out at sea, we increased our speed yet again, and the boat began to sway even more as the wind on deck picked up. Soon, the captain would order everyone inside to their cabins. Something is probably for the best. After brushing my teeth, I settled into my bed with a private plug and light I could turn on and off if I wanted to read behind my curtain. While getting settled, I debated if the sea swells would rock me to sleep or make me wish that I had taken the plane. I had probably slept 5 hours in relative comfort when a song that I wish I could have recorded blared on the speakers announcing our arrival, sounding like an anime opening theme. Imagine my disorientation. We rolled out of bed, put our stuff together, and would be off the boat bright and early within 20 minutes. My American mind was very thankful that I could see a Starbucks after we disembarked. Getting some coffee was definitely a priority after we rented an electric scooter for the day. Something that only cost about 500 new Taiwan dollars or 13 US dollars for the day. Speaking of cost, our whole journey on the new Taima came out to about 1,575 new Taiwan dollars or 49 US dollars for one of the beds in our 4-person cabin that me and my friend again shared with 2 others. Even cheaper than flying, even considering the local train we took, only about $1 US per the train ticket. I really enjoyed this experience as a unique way to get to the Matsu Islands from Taipei. Even if when I saw the plane overhead, I couldn't help but feel like the people above were pointing down and laughing at me. My trip to the islands was amazing, and I can't wait to share more next week when I talk about my experience on Nangan, featuring military sites past and present, and a very special festival celebrating the ascension of the goddess Matsu to heaven. So, please make sure you're subscribed to my Substack below for free weekly emails about my life as an American graduate student in Taiwan, blogging about Greater China, travel, and a whole lot more. Or subscribe here on YouTube for any future video posts I make. Thanks for watching, and I hope your life is filled with wonderful adventures.